What's up everyone, Takedown here, welcome back to another video. As you guys might know, I'm a former employee of Canadian Tire. I was there for about 5 years, and over my 5 years, I did learn a lot of tips and tricks that I still use today when I'm shopping at Canadian Tire, and I wanted to share a lot of these with you guys because it can help you save some money. Now, this can also be done at other retail stores like Walmart and other things like that, but for the most part, it is about Canadian Tire. Let's get right into it. So the first thing is about their promo deals that they have throughout the year that are 30 times Canadian Tire money for the day, or spends, for example, $200 and get a $50 promo card. Some of those can actually be stacked if you put them on multiple transactions. So these days are usually throughout the year. So usually there's the long weekend in May. There's something in July, I think around Canada Day. There's other Big Red Thursday events and definitely Black Friday, but there's multiple ones throughout the year. And you can keep an eye on the flyers to find when these events are, or if you have the app or Canadian Tire credit card, you will be notified when these events are happening. They'll send you an email or they'll just notify you on the app. Now, when going, for example, if it is $200 and you get a $50 promo card, if you're spending over $200, let's say you're spending over $400 before taxes, you could split that up between 2 transactions and get 2 of the $50 promo cards rather than put it all in one transaction and only get 1. That's something that they don't tell you, that you can stack them if you're doing multiple transactions. For example, for me, if I'm buying truck tires, which usually I go with Goodyear SRA, even if they're on sale, it's around $250 per tire. So 4 tires, that is $1,000. If I put them all on one transaction, that is simply going to be spend $1,000 and I'm only getting a $50 gift card. Now, if I go and I put all 4 tires on 4 separate transactions, all of the transactions are going to be over the $200 threshold, and I will be able to get 4 of the $50 gift cards. So that is like saying spend $1,000 and get $200 in those gift cards. If you are going to go for these events and you need to get big ticket items, put them on multiple transactions. Once one transaction goes over that threshold, tell them that that's all you want on that receipt. They'll give you a gift card for whatever the event is, and then you just have them put the rest of the stuff you are buying, and hopefully you will get over another gift card and get multiple gift cards. That's usually what I do, and it especially helps whenever you are buying tires. The next tip I'm going to be sharing is also about these Big Red Thursday events and Black Friday and other events throughout the year that they do have big ticket items in the flyer. Now, one thing that you do not know is whenever you go in the store, let's say you're going in for one of the TVs and you go in the TV departments and you're wondering why it's not there and why they moved the skid of them into automotive. They actually do it for a marketing and strategic reason. And the reason for that is when you go into the store for that big ticket item, when you go into the TV aisle and it's not there and you're told that it's in automotive, you now have to walk to a different department of the store, and in hopes that you're going to go and you're going to spot something and be like, hey, I actually need that, I'm going to buy that as well, or see something else that's on sale and go, that's actually a really great price, and buy that as well. So instead of you just coming into the Canadian Tire store for that big ticket item, for that TV, you're going to be buying multiple things if you have to walk around the store to find what you actually came in for. So instead of putting everything, let's say that big ticket item, that TV, in with the rest of the TVs, you're likely just going to come in, get that TV and leave because you're going to go directly to where it is instead of being redirected. So it's kind of smart that they do that, but they're doing it for a reason. The next tip is about the regular sale items that are in the weekly flyer. Now, those items can actually be redeemed at the sale price 2 weeks before the sale starts and 2 weeks after the sale ends. It just is a matter of you walking up to the manager and asking them to do it. And if you're nice about it, they will honor the price. But if you're going to be going in and you're disrespecting them, or you've already had previous problems with that manager, usually they will not allow it whatsoever because they don't need to do that, but it is something that they can honor. Now, I did this in the past because I worked in automotive. I needed that ability to look up in the system to see when things are going to be coming on sale, for example, tires for my customers. And that's something that usually only managers are allowed. So if you go in, you ask an employee when something is going to be coming on sale, or if you can honor the sale price from last week, they usually cannot allow it. they have to call the manager, and it's the manager's decision whether or not they can, and most of the time they will. Again, if you're nice about it. If you're going in and you're demanding it or you're being a dick, they're going to say no, they're not going to allow it, and you're going to be without whatever item you are going to hopefully was going in for to get it for on sale. So you can go and do that, but that is also excluding things like Black Friday, the Christmas sale, and any other limited items where it's while quantity lasts. Usually that is not included in the regular sale, and it cannot be honored, especially things that are going to be gone or discontinued. They do not honor that because they can't get any more of it in. So it's not a regular sale item. The next one is to do with the automotive department, and that is whenever you are booking an oil change and you've already had oil changes there in the past. For example, myself, I always stick with the same type of oil, and that is the Quaker State Full Synthetic. Now, I have had in the past where I've called for an oil change and I didn't do this, and they put the wrong thing in the system and on my work order. Luckily, the mechanic knew what I previously got, so they did put the right stuff in, but there can be a mix-up from time to time. Now, simply whenever you call, if you had an oil change in the past, simply say to them, you want the same thing as last time. So what they're going to do is they're not even going to think about it. They're going to go under your history and they're going to transfer everything over from the last oil change to your current work order for your current appointment. And what that will do is it limits all of the human error for picking the type of oil, the velocity of the oil, the brand of oil that you want, and also the oil filter. So it'll all be the same as you previously had, and it will also alert them if they do not have that oil in stock or if they don't have the filter in stock, and it will let them know that it needs to be ordered before you come in for your appointment. So it actually helps you with not only making sure everything is there ahead of time and that they do have the stuff in stock, but it makes you have a peace at mind where you don't have to think of, are they putting the right oil in my vehicle, because they're just transferring over the same as you had last time into your new work order. So it's a lot easier for them. They don't have to go in and try to find what oil you wanted. They can just transfer it over, and it's easy as that. The next tip is something that you can do at other stores if they do have the system, and that is when an item that you want to purchase is not on the shelf, ask an employee. If it is in another location on the floor in the store, it will be right in the system, or if there is none in stock, it will also tell them that on the computer. And if there is some in the back, if there is a warehouse location, they can simply know where to go in the back. So one thing I absolutely hated is whenever people would ask me if something's in stock, I would check on the computer and realize either none is in stock or there is none in that location, there's another location. If there's none in stock, I'd always be asked, can you check the back? Literally do not do that with a Canadian Tire employee, because they're literally, when they're checking on the system, it tells them if there's any in stock at all in the building. If it says 0, there's no point to go and check. If it says that there's some in the back, they know exactly where to go look. If it says there's some on the floor in a different location, for example, an ends or a skid somewhere, they know where to go. So usually the employee knows what they're looking for. They're not just going to tell you no just so they don't have to go and look. And the last tip and trick with Canadian Tire is about warranties and returns. So let's say you have a 2-year warranty on an item. If you have to go and return it and it is within the warranty period, they should and can honor it, because what they're going to do, if it's something that needs to be repaired, they're going to send that back to corporate, to the warehouse. They're going to decide whether or not it's something to be fixed. If it is, they're going to fix it and then send it back out to a Canadian Tire, not specifically that one, but they're going to send it back to a Canadian Tire. Now, if it's something that cannot be fixed and it's to be destroyed, all they're going to be doing is putting it into the back, and at the end of the day, they're literally going to just smash and destroy it and toss it into a dumpster. They're going to spray paint it so nobody can come and take it to fix up and resell. They're just going to go and destroy it and spray paint it so it can't be used again. Now, the reason for this is because whenever you come to do the warranty and or return to get your money back, whatever you're doing, all they're going to be doing is corporate's going to be paying them for that item. So you're getting your money back, but the company is getting the money back from corporate. So they're getting their money back. So it's not that they're losing a sale and they're giving you the money back. They're going to be getting the money from corporate for that item because it has to be destroyed, because it's faulty or something wrong with it, or it's broken and it was within the warranty period. So keep that in mind, that if they tell you, no, we can't take this back, they're lying. If it is within the warranty period and it can be taken back, all they're going to be doing is destroying it anyways, and they are going to be getting their money from corporate. So there is no reason to deny you as long as it is within the period of the warranty for whatever item it is, and as long as you do have your receipts or you purchased with your credit card and they can find the transaction, there's no reason for them denying you a return or a refund, because they're getting their money back one way or another. When they send it off or destroy it, they send that paperwork to corporate, they're getting their money back. So keep that in mind with Canadian Tire too, that sometimes they tell you they can't do it just because somebody just does not want to do the paperwork for it. The company, that specific Canadian Tire, is not losing any money anyway, and it can be done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video of different tips and tricks with Canadian Tire, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please take care. Peace.